A very good evening and warm welcome to Eswatini TV News at 8. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Lindoguhle Masugu, and your sign language interpreter for tonight is Zama Nzimanze. Let's take a look at the news-making headlines. The public will now rate the selected panel speaking during the People's Parliament using an application created specifically for this line of action. The Sibaya continues to make submissions at the People's Parliament. Deputy Prime Minister's Office Principal Secretary Melusi Masugu says they are in talks with the Ministry of Finance and relevant stakeholders on the possibility of increasing elderly and disability grants. Well, let's get straight into the news in detail. The public will now rate the selected panel speaking during the People's Parliament using an application created specifically for this line of action. The panel continued to discuss several national issues during the People's Parliament, even on the fifth day of the Sibaya.
On the fifth day of the Sibaya, Eswatini made their way into the Keklibaya after being summoned by Invona. The nation from all walks of life arrived in numbers into the Keklibaya. Submissions from the selected panel of speakers, including various speakers from different sectors of the country, continued. The speakers presented on a number of important national issues.
Kahulumende ukhanze uthi isebenzi dinenge kakhulu kodwa kude iservice delivery. Ukhanze nje sebahake emajazi bahambile. Lomnye uphuma ngebreaker kabuyi. Lokho ke kuyamlimata ehulumende, kuyasilimata nesive sekuba nyeva. Lamanye ama services hulumende umane uwagodle mabomu. Ganzi asamlimata. Asengibekise nje imisebenzi le njengokuhlina. Phela kunikwe eMaswati.
Ngifuna ukukhuluma ngekweboleka. Inkinga lekhona eveni lengibonile. Siyayisaba imali, siyasaba kuboleka.
We are governed by the monarch through the Tingundla system. In simple terms, patriotism ukuthi mbanzakanya nelivela kini, uthanze inkosi yakho, ukhulume kahle ngenkosi, ukhulume kahle ngelive.
Le parliament nje lesikhethile uyabaliphutha na ingafulathela tinkundla.
Uma sitibuka letindlu singayishile youth ngaphandle. Kufanele ukuthi uma sisemphakathi noma senkundleni sive imivo yabo.
Indlela kumbe lesisebenta ngayo, lesithola ngayo ema services noma lesicasha ngayo ema contract bohulumende kufanele uhulumende ufuna ibukisise ukhulumile lomnye la lebesinaye ecabinet ukuthi ungathi akukontrole kahle umuntu uyanikwa nje umsebenzi asa awulendlu lena ngayakha nga 1 million nimshiye ayakha lendlu nethini yabuya athi ngisengiyembala ngahlangana nelitshe ungasengidawudzinga 1.5 million.
Hulumende ke yini la yendile sesishilo bekunene kufunziwe baphethe emaphepha nginetihlobo tiningi bothishela bonesi bahlele emakhaya akude imisebenzi yini lesingayenda yini langayenda hulumende kwakhe emathuba emisebenzi kude lokunye lokusisombululo ngaphandle kweagriculture. Ngichazile nine bakangwane ukuthi iagriculture ngiyo lelethe amathuba emisebenzi iphinze ithuthukise umnotho.
Live la kangwane liyayidzinga a grand plan. I grand plan lengasiyo strategic plan. I grand plan lay blueprint. I grand plan lay plan of plans. Letawuthatha iminyaka. Letawuhlanganisa tonke tinhlelo tahulumende. Letawuhlanganisa onke ma plans. Ihlelele iminyaka lemidze bese iyashaywa iba ngumthetho. Iphoqelele iMinistry of Finance ukuthi ifinance this grand plan.
Kufunde sibuyise indzaba yema lifestyle audits. Angeke phela ukuthi uyi civil servant. Siyathi uhola lo 30,000. Sikubona uhlala kumention ya 2 million. Sikubona uhamba ngeMercedes ya 3 million. Uyithethephi. Bese lokunye silosikhulu sitawucela ukuthi induna ngolota ungena abe nesibinzi akwathi kuvusa umdlonga kuthi aye enkosini afika athi silosikhulu kulemfana wakho lesimfuna ngolo la uyiqedzile imali yesifo Ngathi Eswatini sile ukuthi umuntu uyacelwa enkosini futhi inkosi yabanika abantu lo muntu ofunekako Sitawucela ke ndlula ngolota ongela ukuthi asiyele enkosini asicela abantu abagangako labalacela kwayo Kulenzaba le gongonya sive kakhulu inzaba yaka health yeba drugs edibhedlela kushoda kwemithi edibhedlela Sibonile sosikhulu kube neliphenyo lelikhona Nangabe sifuna kulwa necorruption ngoba lemve ye drug shortage yona igama lenkosi emhlabeni kuthiwe ingwenyama yende njani idla imali yabantu esikhundleni singabe inakitheke kuthenga ama drugs uchazile finance minister itolo la kuthi imali enganga 700 million iyaphuma yothenga lama drugs ashona lama drugs angaka bese kuhlekiswa ngale nkosi sifuna ukuthi kwekuqala kutobona ngathi vele corruption is serious ngalokilwa agene abantu bekhulu ukuthi fanele zabala ama drugs Fune kuboshwe bantu ngoba kugangiwe kufene bantu lapha
Ngibona ngathi silosikhulu sengiso sikhathi lapho live lakho kumele libuyele emuva liyolungisa lichache letinsambo lesaboshwa ngito ngulomandla ngengweni
Kutempilo ngingaphakamisa wena ukunene ukuthi ufuna live leMaswati silive singihulumende sicale ledulu ngemgomo wekuphilisa sive sitinike ukuthi sitawuvusa national health strategy lenema policies akhona nema mechanisms ekwenda ukuthi sithi silive singihulumende sitakunaka wena uLswati kusukela utalwa sikhulume tindzaba tabo infant mortality sikhulume tindzaba tabo health ukhula uyouth usesikolweni sikhulume tindzaba futhi tekuthi naso upenshelwe usitakala njani kutempilo
Innovation lokuthi ikwati ku increase innovation eveni using ICT lokuthi ke leyo program leyo vele ayigcine kutoba incubation center bakwati bantu labangemaswati kuthi uma if I have an idea much like Katzen uma kusetwa up is set as an incubation center for small business naso ngcondo angakwenta lokho eveni
silosikhulu liveke na kubukwa kuyafuna lokuthi kuze kukhangeke bosomabhizinisi investors kungena even kube ne political stability Ngilelinye lephuzu lelimcoka kakhulu ngonyamanduna ngoba akusiko lula kuhlanyela imali la ungathi khona ukuthi kusasa ingabe le level tabel sekhona yi
Uma ngabe sitawuthi umnotho weMaswati so uyakhuphuka lokho akusho lutho uma ngabe leSwati lele enkundleni emakhaya lapho khona mhlawumbe kuthatha nema hour lamanengi kufika edolobheni bangakuva emaphoketheni awo
The nation had a chance to pose questions to the speakers on the covered issues by the panel. The public has also been advised to use an app that has been created to rate the selected speakers. On the news, I'm Paulile Mazia at Eswatini Rural Residence.
Meanwhile, the Sibaya continues to make submissions at the People's Parliament following the call by His Majesty the Ingwenyama.
Kumvunankulu lotawukhetfwa kanye necabinet yakhe kwekuqala kungaba kokuthi Ingwenyama ifake swebhu endzabeni ye-decentralization bill leyisolo ijika ecabinet kungevakali kokuthi imiswe yini ngesizatfu sekuthi bantu abafuni kumukwa ipower kuluze lelivele Ngwenyama ngenxa yepower
besicela dlaselwa mane sesithole ngumfunankulu lothanza uNkulunkulu lo tawuphindze futhi angagcini ngekuthanza uNkulunkulu athanze lelive laseSwatini aphindze futhi lo ndvunankulu athanze lamaswati
ngitophamisa na incwadi naye bekunene kuko konke ngithi mina ndvunankulu lo tawukhethwa ndvunankulu lo tawunikwa silo akahloniphe lencwadi ngenhlanhla lembe ngilandzele umfundiso uthathe onke emagama bengiwaphethe kepha ke uhlakanipha nobuqotho kule ncwadi noma ungaba nema degree ube nani kepha lencwadi lena nayengekho emlonyeni wakho awunalutho
umphakathi uhlele emphinjeni wesive lapha emphakathi njalo ngomnyaka sikhipha 100 rand lo 100 rand uphatha uma uyawufuna stembu emphakathi utanema receipt ngokuthi uyikhiphile yini noma awukayikhiphi leyo mali leyo yaqala nga 2010 njengaloku ngi2023 kusho ukuthi sekufuneka ke manje ute naleti liphi tonke mawungenato uphathe 1300 ukuze uthole sitembu
titembu emiphakathi setidulila sisakhona ti-afforda njengathi nje sinekamamba sesin-50 rand kulukhuni bayethe
bobabe tikhulu bayasebenza labanye ngeja ukhanza bobabe kufika umuntu nje longasesa usakhamuntu sowuphondile la sowufakwa kubandla kancane watini ngalendzawo hasesa ngasiye wakhona na watini ufaka umuntu longasiye walapho kuyagangeka
sicela RDF sewuke ngwenyama ungabahlalisi kakhulu le mali bayenda bese iba yabo
silo sikhulu indzaba ye-standardization ye-school fees ebantfwana siyacela silo sikhulu ukuthi la etikolweni angathi noma litiko letemfundo la ningamane lisibukele lokuthi letimali tingahluki kakhulu kuletikolo uthi uyakamanzini isikolo sakhona imali esetulu asifanani nasembabani so sicela konke lokho silo sikhulu kulohulumende wakho longenako kumane kulungiseke lokunye silo sikhulu siyacela latikolweni bamane basibukele babemukele labantwana labakhubatekile ngoba labantwana ukhanza ukuthi kunaloku imfundo lenconywana kuleto tikolo manje ukhanze ukuthi ngoba ukhubatekile lo mntwana akasakhona ukwemukeleka
to ethula kuhulumende wakho ngwenyama kusuka etulu ehhovisi landvuna nkulu sikhuluma ngetindzaba tebantfana sive semaswati kutsi lulwimi ngilo lolubumba sive semaswati sive ngalo lulwimi
inkinga la kangwane kunebantu lasebaganga baphecambe manga ngenkosi ukuthi ithi inkosi angithi indlovukazi ithi angithi angake wamthuma ngekwekuthi thine sibaswati siyahlonipha uma sekathide nje umuntu indlovukazi ithide sowulalela lokho awusabuthi nalekiyo ukuthi ngabe umthumile yini nangibani lo totsutha ngumnike lokhu siyacela silo sikhulu nekuthi bantu sesibone bantu bangene ejele ngoba bayatholakala abantu kodwa kude kuboshwa kunekuthi aboshwa uyacacamiswa siyacela silo sikhulu ukuthi usibukele nakuloko sengiyona na icorruption yalelukhetho na isenate silo sikhulu yakhala ngecorruption siyacela silo ABC angene naye lapha kulelikhetho lesenate kube bekuya ngami bengitentela ngakuvele nje licalelwa phansi
leli sive sakho siyakhala bafelokati bantfana basenkingeni kuphuma tinyembeti nala kungena mehlo khona ngendzaba yetintfo letenteka ehhovisini la Master of the High Court ngikhona ngidocela ngwenyama kuthi nabe kungasisita yini imane le Commission of Inquiry yendiwe kuleli hhovisi la Master yendiwe isukunyiswe nguwe wena waphakathi sitoke sesichaze lokuthi kwentekani kuleli alhovisi lapha timali tebatali bethu asikhoni ukutithola titfolwa bameli.
Silibandla bosomabhizinisi labancane bakhanza sekulukhuni kukhompyutha ngemabhizinisi abo lamancane ngokuthi labo somabhizinisi laba lekumele ngabe bangema investors laba semadolobheni sebakhompyutha nathi lemakhaya sitodlwana sabo somabhizinisi lesincane asikabe sakhona kusebenta ngokuthi somabhizinisi lo sakhona so unemali uphuma ngaphandle kwalelive uta nemali lenene kanzi phela esicinzini sigadze ukuthi sisebente thina sisodwana sibe osomabhizinisi noma singemaswati.
Mvunankulu masimkhetha Silo akube a candidate which is lettered in finance.
All right, let's take a short commercial break. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
We make things we believe in to deliver the best, guaranteed. But talk is cheap, unless you're prepared to put your money where your mouth is. Get Spar Long Life Milk 6-pack for only $104.99 and 2-ply 18's Spar toilet rolls for just $99.99. Every Spar product is backed by our double your money back quality guarantee.
OK presents the Big Deal Weekend. Save big with blockbuster bargains featuring Koo Baked Beans, get 2 for 25 mlangeni. Coca-Cola Less Sugar Soft Drink, get 3 for 48 mlangeni. Sunlight 2-in-1 hand washing powder, just 70 mlangeni. And Parmelan M-Denny Full Cream Mask, a low 25 mlangeni. 4 days only, this Thursday to Sunday. Only at OK, owners you can count on.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. You're still tuned into Eswatini TV News at 8. Let's get on to this now. The Deputy Prime Minister's Office Principal Secretary, Melusi Masugu, says they are in talks with the Ministry of Finance and relevant stakeholders on the possibility of increasing elderly and disability grants. He has said the Maswati submissions at the People's Parliament on this matter have not gone unnoticed, as the office is doing everything to improve their welfare.
Masugu says currently 80,000 elderly are paid grants and about 14,000 people living with disabilities are now receiving grants after government allowed an additional 5,000 people in this year's budget. He continues to say the office has been mandated to improve the lives of the elderly and people living with disabilities, and they will continue looking for ways to better their lives.
Kulomnyaka nje wetimali lesikhuluma ngawo. Hulumende usivumele ukuthi singete tinombolo tebantu labang 5,000 laba benefitako under le grant lethola abantu labakhubatekile. Ngaphambilini besibhadala abantu labang 9,000 live lonke. Nyalo sesingeteke lo 5,000 lokwenda ukuthi sebangu 14,000 bantu labayitholako. Nakulena ibantu labadzala nakhona imali letholwa abantu labadzala nayo seyinemalanga yabakhona. Siyabona ke vele ukuthi simo sesidulile nje nasetitolo konke kudulile kodwa ke nakhona siyethemba sikalahle ithemba sitawunconcotha ematikweni lafanele.
The Secretary General of the Federation of People Living with Disabilities, Eswatini, Themba Makhubu, applauded people living with disabilities for attending Sibaya. He says the platform has been very important as people living with disabilities often face barriers, but such was not the case during Sibaya.
Kuyasithokozisa kakhulu nela ukuthi nje abantu abakhobetekile bathi sukumele bona bakhona sibayeni bakhuluma lokho lokubakhathatako ikakhulu njengoba vele esikhatsini esiningi msakade abantu labakhobetekile basalele emva kakhulu etinhlelweni.
The elderly receive 500 emalangeni in grants every month, whilst people living with disabilities receive 280 emalangeni. According to the Deputy Prime Minister's Office, there are 150,000 people living with disabilities in the country. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Langamandla, Mbabane.
Ministry of Information, Communications and Technology Principal Secretary Peshia Dube says research and science is key to the country's economic development. Dube has said this during the Second Kingdom of Eswatini Academy of Sciences Conference.
The Second Kingdom of Eswatini Academy of Sciences GIAS Conference was officially opened by the Minister of Information, Communications and Technology PS Peshia Dube.
It is heartening to know that Eswatini recognizes the transformative potential of science and innovation in addressing our unique challenges and unlock new opportunities. We acknowledge that scientific advancements are not confined to laboratories and also academic institutions alone. Science is for everyone, hence it ought to influence and serve as a guidance for our policies, strategies, and actions for the benefit of society as a whole.
Governor of the Central Bank of Eswatini, Dr. Philip Nisi, spoke about the importance of research in the economic development of the Kingdom of Eswatini.
Research contributes to the development of robust risk management practices. It helps insurance companies, banks, and other financial institutions understand the nature and magnitude of risk they face and develop effective risk management frameworks.
Professor Ara Monajem was honored as the Scientist of the Year of the Kingdom of Eswatini.
This is an incredible honor for me. I have received all kinds of awards for my work over the years, but this is the first time that I've been recognized at home.
The GIAS conference was themed Conversations about Science for Society and Development. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Samkal Suekoza with Zikumbuzo Dlamini, Eswatini.
And now let's take a look at the financial indicators.
Standard Bank. It can be.
Well, in your sports news, Mbabane Solos captain Kingsley Kwaiki says Mbabane Solos should give coach Caleb Ngwenya more time as he will turn the team's fortunes around. Kingsley has said this in a press conference ahead of the clash against Municipals in the MTN Premier League in Mbabane.
In our sports roundup, Mbabane Solos is not currently enjoying the best start to the season. That has even made the team supporters to be frustrated, more especially with their coach Caleb Ngwenya, who even decided to stay away from the team at some point. The team captain Kingsley Kwaiki, speaking ahead of their clash against Municipals, says the team should give the coach some time.
What I would tell our fans is we need their support. They should support the players and they should support the coach because the coach is doing a great job. Yeah, so they should give the good time. And it's very, very smart and talented coach. If they give him time, he can do something better. What they need the team, where they need the team to go, the coach can take us there.
Municipals captain Moses Tabete says they are ready for their clash against Mbabane Swallows.
Spirit is English sihle kakhulu. Badlala kodlala neSwalo lo. Kude thinking alikhona, kude nokwesaba. Sida ustikisha nje ku game plan yabo coach. Sibambisane nabo. I think we are ready for this game, for Sunday's game.
The match will be played at the Mavuso Sports Center. Another game that will follow will see Mbabane Highlanders take on Denver Sundowns. In international sports news, Manchester United's goalkeeper Andre Onana has come out to defend his teammate Garnacho for using gorilla emojis in a social media post. Onana says his teammates meant power and strength to celebrate their win against Copenhagen in the Champions League, where Onana saved the last-minute penalty. The Premier League announced that they will be conducting an investigation against Garnacho for the said post. The Premier League previously suspended 2 players for posting what they said to be offensive posts like Garnacho's post. In rugby, South Africa's captain Siya Kolisi has described their finals against New Zealand as the best game of their life. South Africa will take on New Zealand with records at stake, as both countries have proven to be powerhouses in the sport, as the last 4 Rugby World Cups have been won by them at 2 apiece. The Saturday finals will be a history maker, as whoever wins the finals will be the first country to win 4 Rugby World Cups. Reporting for Eswatini TV Sports News, I am Patizo Msibi. Mbabane.
Well, that's how we reach the end of tonight's bulletin. Let's wrap things up. Here is a reminder of the news-making headlines tonight. The public will now rate the selected panel speaking during the People's Parliament using an application created specifically for this line of action. The Sibaya continues to make submissions at the People's Parliament. Deputy Prime Minister's Office Principal Secretary Melusi Masugu says they are in talks with the Ministry of Finance and relevant stakeholders on the possibility of increasing elderly and disability grants. All right, that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching. From all of us here at the Eswatini TV News team, it's good night.
What do you think the best part of traveling is? Is it the food, or is it the conversation, or is it the sights and sound? If you're ready to explore, we are ready to show you the best way how. We'll give you access to the best luxury getaway sites in the Kingdom of Eswatini, and of course show you vacation sites that suit your budget, because you do not need a lot of money to actually have a great time. Join us on the next adventure on Buhle Bethu, only on Eswatini TV.